More big news is coming out regarding WWE and TNA's collaboration, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out what's new with Seth Rollins, Dominik Mysterio, and much more. Starting things off with a quick fan theory and observation from Monday Night Raw. So everyone knows the history of Rhea Ripley and Dominik Mysterio's on-screen relationship in WWE. Rhea was beating down Dominik every week when Dominik was standing by his father's side in early fall 2022. But once Dominik Mysterio turned heel and joined Rhea Ripley in the Judgment Day, it wasn't long at all until the two characters became romantically involved with one another. Dominik and Rhea would then go on to have numerous amounts of romantic and funny moments with each other, both in the ring and out of the ring. But fans have pointed out a very interesting observation that you might have caught as well if you've been paying close attention. And that's the fact that Dominik Mysterio and Rhea Ripley's character don't appear to be so over the top in love with each other anymore, to the level that we've seen them in before in the last few years. All of the storyline aspects of their romantic relationship aren't as strong in current day as it once was, and fans are trying to figure out if that's being done on purpose or not. Well, looking at it from a storyline point of view, there's multiple points that you can bring up that could explain Rhea and Dominik's honeymoon phase, per se, being over. Obviously, you have the fact that Dominik Mysterio lost the NXT North American title not once, but twice. And after the second time he lost the title, he never got it back, which we know Rhea Ripley was very displeased with. So, could that be one of the main things that damaged their relationship? The other big obstacle to point out could be the fact that Rhea Ripley is just extremely busy right now with serious business, that she can't really give Dominik all the time and attention that she once could. Even though Damian Priest may object, Rhea Ripley is basically serving as the Judgment Day's leader. She's making all the decisions and doing all the major shot calling for the group. So as the leader, she needs to stay serious and focused at all times when making these decisions. Not only is she making these decisions, but she herself is approaching the 1-year anniversary of her title reign, and she's very busy plotting against Becky Lynch, Bayley, or whoever else she may end up facing at WrestleMania 40. So the fact that they don't seem that lovey with each other anymore could be the fact that they're just in two completely different places right now. Rhea Ripley has a lot on her plate, while Dominik Mysterio doesn't really have anything major going on at the moment. Reports did claim that Brock Lesnar versus Dominik Mysterio was supposed to happen in February, and that match may not happen now for obvious reasons. But you do gotta wonder if that match did take place. Would that match split Rhea and Dominik up even more? Because it's obvious that Dominik would lose that match to Brock Lesnar. So would another big time loss like that, suffered by Dominik Mysterio, only upset Rhea Ripley even more? WWE hasn't teased any actual breakup happening between Rhea and Dominik up until this point, but fans feel like the seeds could be there to start showing up now, considering how differently they act with each other in current day. Royal Rumble 2024 saw WWE open up the collaboration doors with TNA Wrestling. This was a door WWE originally opened up a few years back when Mickie James appeared in the Royal Rumble in her TNA gimmick and with the TNA Knockouts Women's title. It was mind-blowing to see a TNA champion on WWE television, and fans were excited for the future of that collaboration. But unfortunately, nothing else happened after that Mickie James Royal Rumble moment. But fast forward a few years later, and it looks like that collaboration relationship has been reopened. TNA's Women's Champion, Jordynne Grace, appeared on WWE's Women's Royal Rumble, with the TNA title once again appearing on WWE television. WWE even had Naomi and Grace have a moment together in the ring, and that was pretty special to see, because Naomi literally just dropped the TNA Women's title to Grace a few weeks ago and had a whole feud with her over in TNA. So to see the TNA Women's Champion and a TNA feud get some acknowledgement during the Rumble was very cool to see, for sure. Jordynne Grace took to Twitter after the Rumble to talk about how mind-blowing the experience was, and promised the WWE Universe that this wasn't the last time they'll see the TNA Universe. So we're kind of right back to where we last left off with the WWE and TNA crossover, hopeful and wondering if we'll see bigger moments and opportunities stem from this collaboration. We already seen 2 reigning TNA champions appear on WWE television over the last few years. So this has fans wondering if we'll see a reigning WWE champion head over to TNA television. Doesn't have to be anything major, but maybe just a short cameo appearance of a WWE superstar appearing over there in TNA. How insane would it be to see someone of Roman Reigns' level making a big cameo appearance in TNA wrestling? Something along those lines could really send some electricity through both fan bases and create a lot of buzz. So hopefully the collaboration isn't dropped after this, and we'll continue to see some big collab moments in the future. One of the hottest topics right now on this early road to WrestleMania is who will be Seth Rollins' new WrestleMania opponent following CM Punk's injury. Well, it looks like an exact date is being thrown out for when we could see the answer to that question. According to reports, the Elimination Chamber match on February 24th will determine who will face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 40. One person who hasn't been shying away from the fact that he wants that spot is Drew McIntyre. Drew has been very vocal about wanting a world title ever since he was screwed over by the Bloodline in 2022. The goal to get back to the world title scene has pretty much corrupted Drew McIntyre in a way, and now he'll do whatever it takes and take out whoever he needs to, babyface or heel, to get back to the world title. Drew already had a few matches against Seth for the title in recent months, but the last match ended with Drew almost pulling off the win, but Damian Priest attempted a cash-in, messing up Drew McIntyre's chances. So if WWE decides to turn again to Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 40 in wake of Punk's injury, it'll be fascinating to see if we could get a remix version of what happened last time we saw the match. But instead of Damian Priest attempting to cash in mid-match, what if Damian Priest successfully cashed in after the match on the winner of Seth versus Drew at WrestleMania? That seems to be a very satisfying WrestleMania finish to that world title match. No matter if Seth Rollins wins or Drew McIntyre wins, it'll just be so devastating for whoever was the original winner of that match. If Seth Rollins beats Drew McIntyre, overcomes his injury, defies all odds, and retains his title during the WrestleMania main event, only to get cashed in on, that'll be crushing. Similar thing for Drew McIntyre. He was originally supposed to have his WrestleMania main event moment way back in 2020, but there was no fans in attendance for that match. So for Drew, he finally got the WrestleMania moment that he's been owed since 2020. He finally got back to the world title scene and won it, only for moments later to be ended by Damian Priest. So if WWE does go that route, it would be very exciting to see. Fans have been speculating about a Damian Priest WrestleMania cash-in long before CM Punk's injury, but it really seems like a possibility now. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.